June 2017 love reading. This is Divine Love Tarot, and I will be doing a past, present, and future love reading for you this month, okay? So, the cards have already been shuffled because due to technical difficulties, this is not my first take. So, the first card in your past position is the Knight of Wands. Okay, in this deck they call it rods, but it's the Knight of Wands. The second card in your past position is the Ten of Cups. And the third card in your past position is the Moon. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is... Here we go. Make sure, because I'm having a problem. I wanted to do it your left to your right. Okay, the Knight of Wands is it's a sudden energy. Okay, it's a solution, a reaction. Could represent some type of adventure. In love, it can represent a moment or an occurrence. Okay, make sure that communication is open in your relationship. It's clear. All right, and make time to just talk to your partner. If the card represented a person, he may have been charming, fun, not necessarily serious about the relationship, or maybe he seemed too good to be true. Okay, he is too let's see. He's here for fun. Okay, the Knight of Wands are fire energy. They're very charismatic, very exciting. Okay, but I'm just getting the feeling like he wasn't there for a serious time. Okay, not a serious time, but initially maybe he wasn't there for a serious time. In the past position, it can represent a spontaneous decision, or that you were disconnected from a time in your life where you forged a big change. Okay, so the next card in the past position is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is like the happily ever after card. Okay, it's joy, love, celebration, abundance. In the past position, it can symbolize happy memories or a time when you experienced great happiness. It also indicates a powerful foundation of faith that things will work out for you. Okay, so it's a positive, like you had positive values instilled in your early childhood or in your early relationships, and it has left you with a positive outlook when it comes to your relationships. So this is the energy that you either of a particular relationship in your past, or of relationships in your past, or the relationship you're in right now. This may have been the past, kind of feeling or foundation of the relationship. Then you move into the Moon card. So the Moon represents intuition, psychic ability, deep emotions. It can also represent confusion. Okay, this card is telling you to trust your instincts. And in the past position, it signifies that a recent confusing situation is the cause of strife in your current relationship or your current situation. But you make the best of it, okay? You made the best of it as you could out in the moment. Um, the Moon may have inspired you to find order amidst any chaos, okay? But it's telling you that your intuition is right about a certain situation. So whatever you were feeling in the past was pretty on spot on, okay? So it could be, let's put the story together. So this Knight of Wands comes in, this fast moving, fiery type of guy. He made you feel really good. But if he wasn't, presenting a commitment, or if he was kind of confusing you, then you might have been left feeling kind of uncertain about where your future stood with this guy. You really like this guy, things look like they're going well, but he's not really, talking commitment or talking serious relationships. So you start to question, like, what's going on with this guy. So that's one possibility for that past layout. Okay, so in the future, the first card in your your present position is the Two of Pentacles. And the next card in your present position is the Seven of Swords. Okay, the third card in your present position is the Four of Swords. So the Two of Pentacles, twos represent balance. Okay, so this represents balance in your partnership. In a relationship, it can signify that the couple is trying very hard to balance and make time for each other with the other demands of life. The honeymoon phase is over, and the real day-to-day challenges of life and just interruptions have set in. Could be that you're not doing much to keep things interesting. You're keeping the relationship alive. You're doing, what you can, but maybe the sizzle and the fun has gone out of it. It's becoming kind of monotonous or predictable. Um, try to liven things up. Okay, keep things interesting. For some couples who like routine, this is a good thing though. There are some couples that don't need things to be, circus ring and fun and excitement and adventure all the time. Some couples do like to settle into a routine, and that is the foundation of the relationship that makes them feel comfortable. So if that's you and your partner, then this is a good sign. But it's not a bad sign at all. It shows that two people are working together, but you just might want to put a little focus on the fun side of life if things have gotten a little too mundane for you. Okay. Um, Now we move on to the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is a card basically that's telling you to wisen up, okay? Pay attention to something. Um, it could be that something is just bothering you. You could be, your insecurity could be playing on you. You could be fooling yourself into thinking that something is going on when there isn't. But as this card does represent, somebody is trying to get away with something. Okay, or you've got your back turned on something. So if somebody's trying to trick you, this is them trying to get away with, the five swords, but there's still two back here that they haven't accounted for. So it means that there's some trickery going on, but it's not really a secret. Or if it is, somebody's doing all they can to keep you in the dark about something. Okay, whatever it's going on behind your back. So in love reading, it's a clear message that this is crucial. If you suspect your partner, talk to them about it. Okay, being passive aggressive will make things worse. Some sort of deceit is going on. It can also mean that you're also fooling yourself into believing something is wrong when there isn't. Okay, don't let your insecurity get the best of you. In the present position, it can mean that someone is stealing your trust or your own craftiness is paying off. So this could be you being the little sneaky person trying to get your way in the relationship. Who knows? Okay, so here we're moving on to the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords signals a timeout or a retreat. Okay, so it symbolizes the need for a break. In your relationship, either you or your partner is withdrawing. Okay, somebody is just kind of pulling back a little bit, not as engaged as normal. Doesn't necessarily symbolize a breakup. It just symbolizes a period where you guys are not on the same page. Okay, someone has checked out of the relationship or possibly has an I don't care attitude. Okay, so if you're upset with your partner, you might be upset with them about something and they can't be bothered. They don't care. Okay, you're upset, so what? Get over it. um but swords represent that there are issues that need to be addressed in the relationship somehow. So maybe you just need a time out to think about it. Whatever's going on here, you need to reflect. Whether it's you or your partner, you need to take a time out and reflect about what's going on and what you're going to do to move into the future, because you don't want to continue a relationship where there's, a lot of eh going on. I don't even know what to say. It's just We'll leave it at that. Okay. So let's see what you have for your future position. The first card in your future position is the Ten of Swords. The next card in your future position is the World card. And the last card of the spread and in the third future position is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so the Ten of Swords signifies the end. All right, things can't get any worse than this. You could feel like you're under attack, or you could be suffering. Could have been long-standing suffering in a relationship. It could be psychological, though. It could be a psychological suffering. Things may have ended bitterly, or something is just not right, okay? But it's telling you, do not close your eyes to the truth. You cannot close your eyes to the truth any longer, okay? So be careful where you put your trust. In the future position, it indicates that you or your situation is heading for rock bottom. But the silver lining is, once you get to rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up, okay? Which is kind of what the World card is telling you. But this is, to me, this is what happens if you ignore the Seven of Swords, all right? If you don't take the time to contemplate like the Four of Swords is telling you and see what's going on, and you just let things continue, eventually you're going to get to the Ten of Swords. All right, so we'll move on to the World. And this card represents completion, victory, ultimate success, freedom at last, okay? The universe is giving you the green light to do what you want. In love, it's a coming together or a commitment or a positive progression of the union. It also signifies at the end of cruelty or any bitterness or strife. This is the end of it, okay? So whatever was going on here and the Four of Swords and the Seven of Swords, this signifies that it's all coming to an end. Whether that period of your relationship is coming to an end and you guys are moving on, you've talked, you want to stay together, you're moving past your issues, or whether you've decided to end the relationship because it was just too much for you, okay? So there's a fading away of any misunderstandings. In the future position, it means keep your dreams alive, okay? Go after what you want with confidence. Now, the last card we have is the Nine of Wands, okay? And the Nine of Wands is basically you're ready to face any challenges. You're ready to face challenges. You're hanging in there. You may have been ready to give up, but you've got one last fight left in you. Okay, you've got this one last wand in your hand. So whatever has gone on has not broken you. Okay, you've got more left to give. And it can also represent that you're holding on to something much longer than necessary. So if your relationship has gone through a little bit of stress, the World card is here to help you to move on. Then this is telling you to let go. Let go of whatever happened in the past and actually just move on in your relationship. There's no point of holding on to it. If you decide to stay with the person, you decide to stay together, you decide to make things work, make it work. Okay? Don't hold on to any negative energy or any negative experiences, because it's just going to drag you back there eventually. Okay? This is very hard to get over, this kind of feeling, but you're going to have to do your best because you don't want to carry that into the future of your relationship. Okay? So this just says that the battle is still going on. You're not ready to give up yet. Okay, Leo, so I hope this resonated with someone. Please let me know in the comments. If you want to contact me, you can email me. All right, I have the link to my email down in the comments as well. And I hope you have a great summer. We'll see you next month for your birthday. Okay, Leos? Bye.